The most common reason for changing the SDM template will be to support IPv6 on your Cisco Catalyst switches. However, don't change the SDM template to support IPv6 just because. You want to have a valid reason, and that valid reason is we are now using IPv6. If you're not using IPv6 in your environment, don't change it. Because when you change your SDM template, you are reallocating the resources that are reserved for each of those different functions. So if you all of a sudden change the SDM template to support v4 and v6, but you're not going to be supporting v6 in your organization, you have now allocated resources to v6 that you won't be using and taken resources away from v4. The TCAM is only so big, and the resources are allocated using these SDM templates based on what is available in the TCAM. More space in the TCAM isn't magically created when you change the SDM template. There's a finite amount of room in the TCAM. Therefore, don't change the SDM template to support other features or support other resources if you're not going to use it. However, there may come a time when you realize that the current template you're using is not accomplishing your goals. For example, you're issuing the show platform TCAM utilization command, and you notice that your IPv4 security aces are maxed out. The amount of resources that have been allocated for these security aces is maxed out. So what should you consider doing? In this case, consider changing the SDM template. Change that SDM template to have a bias towards security aces. That way there, you won't run into this problem where you have maxed out the entries you can have in the TCAM. Because if the TCAM entries are maxed out, we can no longer quickly and efficiently forward traffic through the multi-layer switch, because that multi-layer switch now has to do what? It's going to have to bug the processor. It's going to have to look at other tables that are not in hardware in order to make the forwarding decisions. So it'd be a good time to change this particular device to have a bias towards the security SDM template.